As ISIL loses more ground in Iraq and in Syria, authorities say it's resorting to desperate measures like using children. CCTV's Mihail Bardaviv reports on the child suicide bombers of ISIL.
Iraq is all too familiar with terrorism. The country is rocked by the sound of explosions so often, some don't even make global headlines anymore. And now with ISIL on the downfall, the terrorist organization has started to use child bombers more frequently. In this city of Kirkuk, police recently prevented a suicide bomber before he detonated his explosives. The attacker, a teenager. Officers of the suburban Kirkuk police force were the ones who caught him.
The video of this child being captured by police and being arrested, the way he's crying and screaming, we believe it might have an impact on children or others who think of blowing themselves up. It might deter them.
Officials believe this kid was drugged before he was sent on the suicide mission. Courts are yet to decide his fate. These kids are either kidnapped, brainwashed, or forced to take part in abusive, radicalized trainings. They've become a vulnerability in security, as people often don't perceive children as suspects.
They are just kids. One of them was 13 years old, which is so young. I believe if this child came through any checkpoint, nobody would stop him, because nobody would believe a child at this age would have been brainwashed and tricked in this way.
One other liability within Iraqi security is lack of high-tech security equipment.
We don't have much technology to protect the checkpoints. We need new devices, X-rays and checking devices for TNT and other explosive materials.
Due to ISIL's strategic move to mobilize brainwashed children as suicide bombers in Iraq, and with the possibility that a teenager may have carried out the latest bombing in Gaziantep, Turkey as well, many police forces are on high alert for ISIL's latest weapon of terror, child suicide bombers. Mihail Bardaviv, CCTV News.